Good evening and welcome to our Skinner Middle School 8th grade debate. I am the MC, Nate Braden, and I want to welcome you in the audience to our competition, which is going to be debating themes of American government, sponsored by our company American the World Incorporated. And I'll tell you a little bit about what the students have been doing over the year and describe a little bit of why and what we're doing and how we've done it. So the kids have been studying these 5 topics in American government. They are the origins of our government. They are the Constitution, Congress, the presidency, and the Supreme Court. So we'll be covering all of those topics tonight. And they have been reading that curriculum and studying this material for the last 8 months. And so what we do here is we kind of operate on a crawl, walk, run theory. So first we need them to master the basic facts of each topic, and that'll be our lightning round. That's the crawl section. Then they will have to draw conclusions from those facts. That is in quotes that we present from famous political people, and they're going to have to identify that and answer questions, and that is the walk portion of the debate. And finally, they're going to run, and that's going to be the debate itself. So they're going to have some time to prepare opening statements and then go at it. So one night only of intellectual combat. And then I will add up the scores afterwards, and we will determine the winner. So there's a $1,500 cash prize. So you better hope that my math skills don't fail me, right? Because you know the old saying, there are 3 kinds of people in this world. Those who can do math and those who can't. People, that's free. That's free comedy. Come on now. I don't even charge for that. Okay. So now, I've told you the what, the why, and the how. Most importantly, let's get to the who. So I'm going to introduce our 8th graders. So starting on my right, our origins of the U.S. government expert is going to be Miss Bella Wentland, followed by Daniela Couture. She's going to be covering the Constitution. Mr. Oliver Groner is our congressional expert. Then Mr. Roman Chavez, he's going to be covering the presidency. And our cleanup hitter is going to be Joe Blyer, and he is our subject matter expert in the Supreme Court. Their competition in this corner, weighing in at... don't worry, I won't ask your weight. Okay, Miss Isla Anderson. She's going to be covering the origins of the U.S. origins of the American government. Our constitutional expert is going to be Mr. Jonathan Oakes, followed by our congressional subject matter guru. That's Isaac Fentress. The presidency will be carried by Ryan Trujillo Falcone. And finally, the cleanup hitter on the Supreme Court is Mr. Jack Arnold. So let's get started with our light. Now, Isla, your 1-minute drill. Are you ready? Okay, so you can keep that slide there, but there's one question that Bella missed, so I'm going to go back to that first, and then we will start with Isla. So, are you ready? Athens' greatest statesman, Isla.
Pericles.
Okay. Define rampant.
Widespread.
This Roman institution represented the... He was assassinated in 44 BC to prevent...
Caesar.
He abolished the Roman Republic, declared himself emperor.
Octavius.
What profession uses Socratic dialogue in its daily work? How long did the Roman Republic last?
500 years.
What year was Rome sacked?
410 AD.
Rome began to decline when...
Civic virtue.
What does Pax Romana mean?
Roman peace.
Define teamed.
Full of.
Define anarchy.
Chaos.
The capital of Greece.
Athens.
The capital of the UK.
London.
Define succumbed.
To fall under something.
Define waned.
To fade away.
Define infallible.
Unable to do something.
And finally, these Mongol warriors
The
swept
Huns.
in. Okay, very good. Isla, your quote. I'd rather entrust the government of the United States to the first 400 people listed in the Boston telephone directory than to the faculty of Harvard University. So who said it, Isla?
William F.
And who was he?
He was a newspaper editor.
Okay, and what did he mean by this?
He meant that if he were to see a democracy, he would rather have it run by the people in the country rather than someone who doesn't really know about what its citizens need and who can't apply the government's resources to their daily lives.
Okay, and he was very famous saying that if he ever won, he ran for mayor of New York City in 1966, and he was very famous for saying that if he ever did win that New York mayoral race, the first thing he would do is?
Demand a recount.
Okay. And what political philosophy do you think William F. Buckley embraced?
He was a conservative, and he